The world population is currently about 7.8 billion. It is estimated that it will reach 8.5 billion by 2030, 10 years later, and will exceed 9.7 billion by 2050, 30 years later. To support this ever-growing population, we will need to achieve a yield increase of 1.7 times the current level by 2050, for major crops. On the other hand, global warming is expected to reduce yields by -8%, in Africa and South Asia. In addition, meat consumption in developing countries is expected to more than double, and there is a need to increase crop production, including feed crops. In order to achieve such an increase in production, it is important to develop new varieties with high performance. However, breeding a variety generally takes a long time. This figure shows the flow of population breeding methods used for breeding autogamous crops such as rice. It usually takes 10 years or more from the time the parents are crossed to the time a new variety is developed. As mentioned earlier, population growth and food problems are already becoming more serious, and the speed and efficiency of breeding is becoming an urgent issue. One promising way to achieve this is to accelerate breeding based on data science. The machine learns the rules between DNA polymorphisms, which are data, and the results of field experiments, which are answers. This makes it possible to predict answers based on data and rules and to select excellent genotypes at high speed without conducting time-consuming field experiments. In our buckwheat breeding project, we learned the rules during the summer with DNA polymorphisms as the data and the results of field experiments as the answers. During the winter, the best individuals were selected based on DNA polymorphisms and rules to predict answers that could not be obtained in the winter cultivation. As a result, we were able to improve yield by 44% in 3 years. Using this system, for example, it is possible to breed varieties for poor environments in Japan based on the rules that predict the world's capabilities in poor environments. Thus, by using data science, it is possible to breed varieties at high speed in a new system that has never been used before. The methods I have described will make a significant contribution to the breeding of high-performance varieties. On the other hand, it may be too simple to model a plant that grows in its environment. Therefore, we are developing a method to learn the rules between DNA polymorphisms and environmental information by using DNA polymorphisms and environmental information as data and answers. This makes it possible, for example, to simulate the environmental response using the obtained rules based on the virtual data of the future environment, and to design the optimal variety. The system can also predict plant growth based on data from future environmental forecasts and optimize the amount of water and fertilizer used for cultivation management. In this way, modeling with environmental data will enable the development of new breeding systems and the optimization of cultivation management. In order to model the environmental response of plants, it is necessary to use plant growth, the internal state of the plant, or the structure of the underground root system, which is not normally visible, as data for modeling. We are currently collaborating with various research institutions on a project to model drought tolerance in soybeans. We are developing new measurement methods and systems for detailed measurement of plant growth and condition. We are also developing a new way of learning rules, that is, modeling methods. We believe, by modeling the environmental response of plants, and using this model to simulate and optimize the genetic makeup of the plants and the methods of cultivation management, agricultural productivity can be greatly improved. With this approach, we hope to use data science to contribute to solving the world's food problems. By the way, do you know the phrase, "Data scientist is the sexiest job of the 21st century"? The phrase expresses the current world's expectations for data science and the high demand for such human resources. To borrow this phrase, data scientists in agriculture and biology help solve food problems and are a profession that can be a hero and heroine of the 21st century. If you are interested in our laboratory, please visit our website and have a look. We look forward to seeing you there.